Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving us your time and attention today. Tonight, we're going to mix things up a little, keep it interesting, and instead of doing our regular CTFO business overview, tonight we're going to have a roundtable discussion with two very special guests, Klaus Urbanek out of Texas and Perry Dusch out of Florida. I want to take just a minute to share a little bit about both of these great men so that you understand how very fortunate we are to have them tonight, sharing some of their insights and success strategies with you and me. Klaus Urbanek is a 30-year veteran of network marketing. He's built $3 million organizations. CTFO will be number 4. You'll get, he's very German, and I always say that because you'll know that everything Klaus does, he does impeccably well, and you can take that to the bank. The only thing bigger than Klaus's incredible sharp mind is his incredible huge heart, and that makes him a great leader here at CTFO. Next, you'll have a chance to hear from Perry Dusch, and Perry comes from a 40-year background in health and fitness. Perry owned some health stores, gyms, tanning salons, and he's been a personal trainer to the stars. Whoa. So before joining CTFO, Perry experienced a little bit of success in network marketing, but he's not too proud to tell you that he experienced some failures as well. And I love to hear him frame our opportunity where he talks about the green rush and timing. And many of you who have joined us on our webinars remember me talking about the criticalness of timing, and Perry is going to so beautifully help me make that point for you tonight. He, just like Klaus, is an unbelievable leader, true to the role, and he believes that success will come to those who take ownership of their decision and their actions and commit to lead by example. Is there any other way? Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right in here and get started. And Perry and Klaus, I want to welcome you to our roundtable discussion this evening.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Janet.
Klaus, let's start with you. Having built $3 million organizations prior to joining CTFO, one would want to know, why did you ever get involved in this industry? What was the lure or attraction?
Well, it's actually simple. I served before that 12 years in the German Air Force and got out because they paid you, or they didn't pay me enough. You get paid in the German military by rank, regardless of how hard you work. So I never liked that. And I never liked the fact that most people, including me, are trading time for money. That's what we learn. However, John Paul Getty, he said it best. I rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of myself. And that is exactly what network marketing embodies and offers us. So the aspect of residual income attracted me to network marketing, as I could determine how much I can earn through my own efforts and hard work. Besides, I always believed back then in the products, as I believe in our CBD product line today. And the unique natural product line are the driver for our income. And the more products we and our teams move into society, it's basically the bigger your residual income will be. That's it.
You know, Klaus, you make a good point that we're a very product-centric company, and those are the ones that go to the top and stay on top. They're much more stable. And then you mentioned that wonderful word residual income, and that's so often promoted in our industry and so seldom proves out to be the case. But I'm pretty excited. After having a great ground laying here at CTFO, I'm 100% confident that this will be yours and my best run up to date. Do you agree?
You know, absolutely. And you know, Jeanette, it is today more important to use the product to open the market. It's because if people, and we know that already, love our CBD products, they are loyal to CTFO, they are loyal to us. So we all know, oftentimes, business builder, if they don't get what they want in a few months, they're gone and within the order. And that, affects our income. So yes, everybody should have a basic number of customers who just love the product.
Very good. Perry, your background is in the health and fitness arena, as we talked about, so a traditional avenue of business. But why would you migrate into network marketing after 40 years in more conventional avenues of business?
Well, being a business owner, it's not always what it's cracked up to be. You're dealing with a lot of overhead, employees. You go on vacation, there's always something happening, some type of drama where you can't always just shut it down. And, I just turned 58 going on 2 months ago. No, wait, 3 months ago, sorry. And, I'm at the point, my wife and I are at the point in our lives where not only do we want to make great money, which we feel that this industry and our company, CTFO, is giving us the ability to do, but we want the time and freedom and flexibility to enjoy it. So we've got a grandbaby in Colorado, we got a grandbaby in Florida, and we want to be able to split our time. So as a business owner or even a personal trainer where I was my business, just like Klaus was saying, I was basically trading dollars for hours or hours for dollars, however you want to look at it. If I got hurt or got sick, I was out of business because that was my business. What I love about the network marketing industry, and like Klaus was talking about, we have the ability to leverage. And J. Paul Getty, like Klaus said, earning 1% of 100 people's efforts versus 100% of my own, it gives you the freedom, flexibility, and leverage. And there is a huge, huge paradigm shift right now to online marketing. There's a reason Amazon is the world's largest retailer. And as you drive down your main streets in any city that you live in, you'll see all these mom and pop shops are going away. And I even know here in Colorado, we're in Colorado right now, there's lots of dispensaries, lots of smoke shops. And when they open these, they spent $200,000, $500,000 with delusions of grandeur that they were going to automatically succeed. Well, the deal with a brick and mortar business is you rely on a demographic of 3 to 5 mile radius of people that live or work within the area of your business. Well, the great thing about the internet and the great thing about our business, our websites, our system, is it opens up the world to us. So it gives us that full ability to leverage this industry. I mean, if any one of us could go back in time and invest in Microsoft, would we do it knowing what we know now? Absolutely. If we could go back and invest in the oil boom, the gold rush, would we do it? Absolutely. Right now, we are in, like you stated, Janet, critical mass. We are in the right place at the right time. This industry is exploding. It's the green rush. It's a mega trend. It's happening with or without us. And all we need to do is engage. And, for success, you need a vehicle. And that vehicle is either your job, a business, or a network marketing company like what we have. Well, we basically have a Lamborghini, and we're handing everybody the keys to this Lamborghini. And all they need to do is get in, turn the ignition, and put it into gear, and everything will fall into place. But it's about taking ownership. Everything that I've ever done, any business, any job I've ever had, I've been a boss, I've been an employee, don't want to do either anymore. We just want to make money, share these amazing products, build relationships, and travel and enjoy time. So it's about taking ownership, leading by example. So anyone on here that has not ordered a product yet, I cannot stress it enough how important it is. And you're going to hear it and hear it and hear it. Being a product of the product. When I owned my nutrition stores, when I was competing in bodybuilding, it was interesting, and I didn't think about this till way after the fact, but the products that I sold the most were the products that I'd actually used. Because people would come into my store and they'd say, well, what are you taking? What are you using? And those are the products that move the most. So I was at the forefront of the thermogenic industry. I was at the forefront of the meal replacement industry. So I've seen a lot of these trends come. And the thing that appeals to us about CTFO, the CBD industry, is the sustainability. We're in a position to ride this wave, and it's a big wave for the next 10 years plus. So this gives us all something to really build on and grow and build that lifestyle that's going to pay us for years and years to come.
Yeah, you've made some great points there, Perry. So this will be to you and to Klaus. Everybody always wants to know how you got here, like who invited you to the party? Was it a relationship, online marketing, an email campaign? Klaus, let's start with you, and then we'll ask Perry the same.
Sure.
Who's the lucky person that recruited you to this venture, Klaus Urbanek?
Well, it's that gorgeous lady you all see right now on the screen. Well, we all know, I know that for quite some time, women are the better networkers, and it comes from them raising the children, I guess, and also teachers are the better networkers because they can teach other ones. And no wonder, Janet, that you involved me, or you are my enroller as a woman. And, I love that because you are an amazing leader. And nobody in my 30 years has involved me as a lady. So it's new for me, but I love it, the whole last 6 months.
Oh, Klaus, that's wonderful. I'm so honored to be working with you. And you and Todd and I have something really special. And I would encourage everyone, network marketing is about building, leveraging other people's time and talent. And we've just happened to build this little nucleus that's indivisible and unstoppable. And I encourage all of you, Klaus and Todd and I, we're as different in our skill set as we are in our appearance, but together nothing gets by us. And it's a whole lot of fun and it's very profitable. So thank you for that, Cher, Klaus, and what a blessing you've been to me as a friend and business partner. Perry, how did you come to CTFO?
Well, I want to touch on something that you just talked about women leading in this industry. And one thing that I see is women have an ability, a unique ability to share a product or an experience with everyone where it doesn't feel salesy, okay? And I've always been a very passionate guy. My wife and I very much balance each other. We sit, cross desks from each other. And sometimes when I'm talking to people, I get passionate and she's like, why are you yelling at them? I'm not yelling. I'm just passionate. I'm excited. And I try to convey that. But sometimes it scares people. And, women just have that ability to say, oh my gosh, I just went to the best nail salon, or I just had this, great, latte or whatever. And it makes other people want to try it. So the thing is and I tell my team this all the time, because I have people say, well, I can't sell. And I actually think that's a positive, because I think the more we share our experience, the experience of others, the opportunity, and just come from a sharing standpoint, like we have something really good here. Like that old commercial, the ancient Chinese secret. We've got it, but don't keep it a secret. Share it with everybody you know. So what happened with us, interesting story. So I was involved in another company. I'm just going to say Company X because they end with an X. And one of my earlier team members that had signed up with Linda and I had basically left early on and joined CTFO. And I was just kind of keeping a pulse on things, and I was getting, invitations to take a look at things. And some things happened with Company X that were unfair, unjust. And my wife and I walked away from 5 figures a month to align ourselves with CTFO, because we want to be aligned with a company that has integrity, credibility, and, not only stands behind their products, but stands behind their people. And that was something very, very important to us. So we took a big step back because we recognized that it's going to catapult us way farther, and we're in this for the long haul. This isn't our next opportunity. I really feel it's our last opportunity that's going to carry us to the beaches of the world. And that's the whole goal. We want to have the time and the ability and the freedom to travel. So basically that's what led us into this. And we were involved with a couple other companies prior. Being a personal trainer, I was involved with a weight loss coffee company because it made sense. A lot of people struggle with their diets and so forth. And I found a coffee that curbed appetite and stimulated metabolism, and everybody that drinks coffee will not forget to drink their coffee, and they changed their formula. And, being in the nutrition business, I scrutinize everything. And I don't like, bait and switch. I don't like things not being what we're told they are. So, we started searching for something, and living in Colorado, recognized what's happened to the economy, what this industry has done, because Colorado was like at the forefront of legalizing marijuana, medical and otherwise. which again, I have to say that, we are not marijuana to everybody, and Senator Mitch McConnell just passed a bill through Congress differentiating between hemp and marijuana because everyone throws it into the same bucket. And you see a news article about medical marijuana and it scares people. Well, we have nothing to fear. And I've had this conversation with a lot of people that, we are a $50 million company. We've got a legal team that's constantly working on keeping everything compliant and making sure that our path is clear to grow and build, but, of course, don't make claims. So anyway, that's how we kind of transitioned into CTFO, and we're just so proud and honored to be here. And we love the fact that it's just such an easy entry. It's easy to duplicate. It changes the whole dynamic of a conversation with somebody. Instead of trying to get them to pay money to sign up and then educate them, they have the ability to get in and learn the system and start earning income right away before ordering a product. And then we can, basically, get them on board as far as being a product of the product. I mean, you see behind me, we got products, and we make sure that we use them so that we can share our experience with others, honestly, truthfully, and from the heart.
Right. You brought up the point about our no barrier entry, Perry, and that's one of my favorite aspects of CTFO. There's no reason for someone to say no. They get an opportunity to not just see what our visitors see on the homepage, but delve deep into what matters most to them in their own back office without any disclosure of private information being necessary to get to that point. No money out of pocket, no Social Security, no credit card exposure. So I'm with you on that. I also like the point that you made about women being very natural. We are networkers. We start out, we network, and we network babysitters, we network haircuts, we network goodbyes at Nordstrom's. And that's just, and we aren't selling, we're just sharing what worked with us with our sisters, kind of as we see it. And sometimes I recognize that men are at a disadvantage in this industry. I always say, Perry, that it's easier to teach a woman how to numbers crunch and understand a compensation plan than to teach a man the importance of being in relationship with people, like for reals, as my daughter would say. So it's an interesting dichotomy that we have when we come into this business and have a meeting of minds and shared goals and move forward together. So all good points, thank you. Klaus, let me ask you, what's your favorite aspect of CTFO? Like, is it the fun you're having? Is it the sense of reward and fulfillment? Is it the doable compensation plan? What floats your boat here, Klaus?
Well, I guess I would say the compensation plan.
Okay, and then do you want to talk about what about our compensation plan? You who's worked many and has been a student of far more than that. There's a lot of people who are on this webinar tonight who are kind of new to this whole monster called network marketing, and they look cross-eyed at a compensation plan. I remember how elated you were when you had spent some time hunkering down and really understanding how money is made here, how many different ways money is made here, and how our pay plan is for everybody. So do you want to kind of broad stroke that for us and share more specifically for guests? What is it about our comp plan that you love here?
Yeah, that's simple, Janet. And let me give you just maybe 4 points to consider for all the brand new guests. And I know next week we have the full detailed compensation plan in a webinar.
Right.
I give you just 4 points that are really unique to me and what I have really seen in 30 years. First, you don't need money to make an income with CTFO because it's free. That's it. There's no reason to think about it. I had somebody on the phone the other day and he said, Klaus, can I think about it? I said, what do you need to think about? If I would invite you right now for a movie ticket, I have one for free. Would you come with me? Yes, of course. Well, it's the same thing you do here. There's nothing to think about it, okay? Number 2 is everyone has a chance to make nice residual income. Everybody at least get their products they like paid for by simply referring a handful of customers. That's it. Everybody can do that if they really want to. Number 3, the compensation plan is balanced to benefit not only the network marketing professional, but also the newcomer. I love that. You don't always have that. And number 4, CTFO offers us profit-sharing positions for people that refer more than 3 active associates. So it's up to you. That means you can double or triple your income for the same effort.
Klaus, in your time in network marketing, do you share my frustration and some regrets about working compensation plans where our incredible incomes were largely built on the broken backs of associates who couldn't do what we did?
Well, I don't really make a distinction. I just share the information so everybody who wants to can make an educated decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I let them first watch the compensation plan before I talk about numbers. So we have a basic for them to talk about.
So you send them to the 23-minute video that's loaded on the home page under the opportunity button, and you kind of let that do the heavy lifting for you, and then you fill in the blanks?
Well, it's not really the heavy lifting. It's just that they have a basic idea of the terms and what I talk about. You know, when they talk about matrix and when they talk about the uni level. That's why I want them to look at. Now, I also want to see if they are committed to do something. See, whenever we talk to somebody and they are enrolled, I want to know what their commitment level is. If they are not willing and able to watch a 20 or 25-minute video, how can they do the business?
Right. Remember when Todd made that point on a training where he referenced the difference between being involved in a program and being committed. And I like that word, committed. I'm not afraid to do that. I don't do anything half-hearted. I'm either all in or I'm not in at all. And it's important to get a pulse on where your associate is at, right? And kind of meet them where they're at.
Absolutely. And one day, Jeanette, maybe I get a chance to share my story, how I got involved in this. Not what I said earlier on the call today. It's actually a little longer story, but it's unique. And if you are not committed to do something, it will never work out, never.
Right, and it would be no fault of the company. It's just this own part of us that holds us back from getting what we think we deserve. We know we desire, but perhaps we don't deserve it like we thought. So all good points made, Klaus. Perry, let's jump back to you. And I talk oftentimes about network marketing being about storytelling. Stories sell and information just tells. So I think part of the reason I'm so effective in this industry is because I'm like you. I really feel this. I have that fire in my belly, same as I did 3 days after I enrolled, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years from now. I'll still, the 3-foot rule applies to me, Perry. That means don't get within 3 feet of me because I'm so excited. I kind of just spit. So there's a lot of great stories going on. And rather than go to bed and toss and turn with people who shared disappointments or failed product experiences, people who didn't get what I promised them they could get with a fair effort applied. I get so high and excited because I get texts, emails, and phone calls all day long with people telling me this one changed everything for them. So with all that, Perry, can you share with us tonight, and you pick a business development story where someone came in here, surprised you and surprised them. They actually were able to build beyond what they thought they could or would, or maybe a product experience where you shared CBD oil with someone and they started to take it, and without making claims of cures or promises that everyone will experience the same. Perhaps you could share a story like that with us tonight.
You know, I think I want to do that. I want to share a story that's very close to me, a good friend of mine. And matter of fact, I just did a video the other day, kind of along the lines of Samuel L. Jackson's commercial, What's in Your Wallet? Mm-hmm. And it's called What's in Your Bottle. And I've got a product here on my desk that a good friend of mine brought me. And we're having lunch one day. And this poor guy, we've been friends for quite a few years, dealing with PTSD, was in the military, anxiety, depression. Doctor put him on antidepressants and just did not feel right. Felt very disconnected, and was going through a lot of things. So, you know, we're talking at lunch, and he tells me, he goes, bro, I've had my gun out a couple times. I'm like, whoa, no. I mean, let's look at God's way before man's way. Have you tried CBD oils? And he goes, yeah, I did, and they didn't work for me. I'm like, well, what do you mean they didn't work for you? What did you buy? And, you know, he went out to his truck, got the bottle, and it was just a bottle. He went into a local dispensary, which a lot of the dispensaries, they have a number of products on the shelf, and they really don't know where they come from, where the hemp plants are sourced from. There's a lot coming in from China right now, so it's very important to have USA organically grown non-GMO hemp. Anyway, so I look at his bottle. His first ingredients, olive oil, then vitamin E, ascorbic acid, glycerin, high fructose corn syrup, sucralose, just a ton of stuff. And it was 125 milligrams CBD oil that he paid $85 for. So I'm like, no. This is what the problem is. This is the issue. So I got him a bottle of our CTFO 500, got that to him. And a few days later, got a phone call from him. And he's like, man, I am so thankful that we talked, because he felt an immediate difference. I mean, this, everyone's wired different. Some people are going to feel it very quickly, and some there's a cumulative effect in the body. So it depends if it's chronic pain or an emotional thing. But I've had a number of cases where I've been in a situation where I was talking to another buddy of mine, and his wife started having a panic attack while sitting in her car. So I always keep bottles on hand, and it's very important that everybody always keep a few bottles on hand. Have it, like being a store owner, if I didn't have inventory on the shelves, people would think I'm going out of business. Now, the great thing with CTFO is your store is always stocked. Your inventory is always there for people to go to your site, but there's going to be situations where you're going to have a personal experience where someone's dealing with a migraine or they're having a panic attack. And yeah, you could say, well, go to my site and order, but they're having it now. So I'm talking to a buddy, Tony, and his wife, Carolina's in the car. She starts having a panic attack. So I run to the car, I get a bottle, my personal bottle of CTFO oil, and I put a quarter dropper under her tongue. I said, just, hold it there for a minute. She rolls up her window. I'm talking to Tony. A few minutes later, the window rolls down. She goes, hey, Tony, buy a bottle of that stuff right now. Because it just leveled her out. Well, now they're loyal customers. Last time we saw them, I mean, they came up and hugged me. And they're like, thank you. You've changed our lives. Because she went to her doctor. She was on so many medications. She was wearing a fentanyl patch. And she had a new glow to her, just a whole new glow. Her doctor noticed immediately. He goes, what's different about you? And she's like, I'm off all my stuff. I'm just doing the CBD oil. He's like, well, by God, keep doing it. It's working for you. Unfortunately, I can't tell my other patients or I'd be out of business. And that's just a true fact. So those are a couple stories there, but that's what fuels me, because we're very purpose-driven. We like helping people. And if you truly like helping others, and we all know people that are dealing with something. I mean, I just read an article not too long ago that major depression is the second leading health concern in the United States next to hypertension, high blood pressure. 100 million people dealing with major depression. So there's a sad reality here. This day and age, just about everybody we know is dealing with some type of pain, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. And I also say financial, because financial can cause cortisol release, stress hormones, and it just can cause a lot of health issues as well. So, and then also with the animals, I just want to say this: we've been giving our CBD oil to our horses, and one of them had a strained extensor tendon, a lot of inflammation, and the CBD oil made an amazing recovery for the animal with reduction in the inflammation, pain, and so forth. So what I love about animals, and think about this, is when you give a dog a treat or a horse an oil, there's no expectations. There's no placebo effect whatsoever. There's no them saying, well, I think it's working. It might be working. All they know, and this is what we're getting back from the owners of the animals, is that they're feeling better. There's more mobility. There's less anxiety. So there's a tremendous market there as well. With the holistic veterinarians, the ranch that we have our horses boarded at. I mean, everyone we talk to, they're like, oh my God, where do I get it? So we've got a really great product here.
Yep, those little bitty brains in that great big horse recognize the benefits of CBD, right?
Absolutely.
That horse might be smarter than a lot of people, right? All right. Well, Perry, you've had some wonderful things that you've imparted to us today, and you are passionate. I mean, whatever you're selling, I'm buying for sure. So thank you. You're also very astute on the product, and I really appreciate your contribution on that. So thank you so much for being with us. Klaus, I want to invite you to take just a minute and make a difference for someone tonight. Would you tell our viewers why this is the time and this is the place to let go of their excuses and really begin building their dream here at CTFO with the help of the most extraordinary leadership team that has ever come together in MLM program? Share with us, if you would, Klaus.
I will, and I'll make it quick. You know, it took you 4 weeks because I was not looking for a business, but I understand a window of opportunity when it presents itself in business. And we have that right now with CTFO. Most people on the call and others out there, they know of Amway. It's still an opportunity, of course, but I would never join them because the window of opportunity is long time gone. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do in CTFO, beginning today and over the next 18 to 36 months or so, will determine how much residual income we all can earn for the rest of our life. And the time is right now. And we just talked earlier about it. Perry did that, the timing. It's right now. It will be the most lucrative time what we make for the rest of our lives. And you may want to thank the person who shared CTFO with you today and, not having it done in a year from now. So get involved today. If you haven't already, get going and you will love the ride.
Perfect, Klaus. Thank you so much. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. And we hope you heard something here tonight that moved your needle. Get back to the associate who invited you on tonight's webinar and say yes to this no risk, no cost business opportunity. Order your first product and finally get a firsthand experience of what millions of people all around the world are experiencing, a life-changing natural benefit coming from CBD oil. Your health and your financial breakthrough are awaiting you tonight. I'll close by saying I'm excited to meet many of you in Las Vegas at our first annual convention, September 28th through 30th. So thank you to all for joining us. Good night and God bless.
Good night, everybody.
If you're interested in jumping in with us here tonight and you want to start building without delay, then stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to hear from Emily Drost of Elify. Emily's going to share with us how Shuffle can help you make a great first impression, stir some interest in the marketplace, capture your prospects' contact information, and help you get connected and stay connected to people who matter most to you. So, Emily, are you there with us?
Hi, good evening, Janet. Good evening, everyone else.
There's your beautiful face. I'm going to turn the controls over to you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Drost, and I'm the Executive Director of Marketing over here at Elify. It is a pleasure to be with you this evening. This has been an incredibly inspirational call this evening. I have enjoyed every moment of it. Thank you so much to you wonderful leaders who are willing to share with us this evening, especially holding a special place in my heart being in Denver, as that's where I am as well. So I'm here this evening to talk to you a little bit about Shuffle. Shuffle is a wonderful solution that is designed specifically for you, you small business owners, to kickstart your businesses and start really getting out there, sharing your message, developing a brand, and putting yourself out there in the marketplace as the CTFO CBD oil distributor in your area. Shuffle is a solution that was developed to allow you to organize your contacts in a way that is effective and efficient for your business and truly be simple and intuitive. The rules for Elify is that I have to be able to use this, and ladies and gentlemen, I am the type of person who I have a TV in my house that I can't even really run properly because there are so many remotes tied to this thing that I can't even turn it on. But I can run Shuffle. And that's truly what this is all about. We at Elify firmly believe that we need to develop technology that is going to help you further your businesses and achieve your dreams and achieve your goals without having to learn how to do calculus to work it. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share with you a shuffle, and I'm going to share with you truly what do I mean by making your business run more intuitively, run more efficiently, and run more effectively. So I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. And y'all should be seeing now what's on my beautiful screen here. Now, Shuffle is an application. It works on your iPhone or your Android device. It also works on your iPads, tablets, Surface, but we also have a desktop version as well. So if you're the type of person who loves to be able to sit down and really dig in on your computer, this is something that you're able to do, but then all of that information transfers immediately over to your application, and everything that you have in your desktop, you're going to have on your app, on your phone, on your tablet, etc. So here I am, I'm logged in on my desktop device. And one of the beautiful things about Shuffle is that we are designed to allow you to not only organize your contacts, create relationships that are going to help you develop and grow your business. But most importantly, we're able to help you capture those contacts. We're able to give you the tools at your fingertips that you need to be able to put your name and your brand out there. We have another solution called Wave, which is a proximity solution that, using one of these handy dandy little beacons, allows you to broadcast your message out to anyone within proximity of this device. Well, what does that mean for you? You could be capturing your leads, capturing contact information for anyone else interested in CTFO from right here on this device. And what's more, you could even drive a sale directly from this. Imagine being at dinner, you're out with your friends and your family, you've got this little handy little device on your keychain or in your pocket, in your purse, and you're sitting there and all of a sudden your phone starts going off because you've had a view of your card through your campaign that is tied to your Wave beacon. And next thing you know, you're getting a notification, you're getting an email that somebody has placed an order. You don't know who this person is, you don't know where they came from, but they have found you through your Wave beacon, through your Shuffle card, and have placed an order for you. Your dinner is paid for. Okay, so let me show you, what does that mean? What do I mean by a Shuffle card? Your one QR card really is what we call them here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to preview this for you. And this is what one of our standard cards looks like. You can see here on the desktop version that it is lined up into a handy little mobile phone here. That's because these are really truly meant to be viewed on a mobile device. Did you know that there's only 30% of businesses out there are capable of marketing on phones? Well, this makes you a part of that 30% and is going to blow that number out of the water, because these cards are truly meant to be viewed and used on a mobile device. So you can see here, all of these are active. If I was showing you this from my phone, you could see that I could click this button and it would pull up a text box. You could see that I could click this button and it would pull up the ability to call here. So you can see all of this information. You've got maps right here, all on your card. This is like a traditional business card, really is what it's coming down to. This is taking that information that you would have on your traditional paper business card that you would be ordering and paying for every couple of months and putting it right on a phone, something that's reusable and something that isn't going to get tossed in the trash the minute you turn your back. You can put all of your information on here, click through to your website. What's more, you can put in videos that play and live right here on these cards. And you have links to all of your social media contacts. And you have the ability to control all of this information right down to your pictures and everything from Shuffle, from your desktop, or from your application. Now I want to show you one that we've done specifically for CTFO distributors because I think they're pretty cool. I'm going to pull this one up here for you. This is a beautiful card that we've done that really highlights the CTFO opportunity, brand, and products. This is what we call our CTFO brand card. And in here you can see that there's links to all the products available. There's Shop Now buttons. And what's more, these Shop Now buttons drive directly to your distributor ID. If you're a member of Team Genesis with CTFO, you have access to all of this information through your Shuffle subscription. All you need to do is get with your upline once you sign up, get their invite code to Shuffle, and ask them for the template IDs, and they will give them to you. So you can have this right out of the gate. And this is a wonderful tool for ensuring your success immediately upon sign up. And right here, people can click through, and this is exactly what I was talking about, where someone could end up on this card while you're sitting at a dinner because of your wave beacon broadcasting out, and they have access to signing up to be an associate, placing an order, etc., all assigned to you and your distributor ID. So those were the ones that I really wanted to highlight tonight, but this training is really meant for our LFI users and existing Shuffle users already on the platform. And tonight I want to talk to you truly about how to leverage the technology in your business to make things run smoother and easier for you. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how to use campaigns, how to use the lead capture, and truly what does it look like when you're standing in the line at Target, having a conversation with somebody and you realize, oh gosh, I forgot my card, but here, let me get your information and I'll send you my card anyway. No more, I forgot my card. You don't have to make that excuse anymore. You've always got it at your fingertips, and you're always exchanging tech. People, I have found, are more willing to exchange their phone numbers these days than they are to share their name. It's crazy, but they're gonna give you your phone number because, oh yeah, texting me your information is no big deal. That's absolutely part of my life process that I go through these days. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna stop sharing on my desktop, and I am going to share my iPhone if it cooperates with me tonight. Assuming it will. It's taking a minute. Here we go. So here's my phone this evening. And you can see here that I've opened up my Shuffle app. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch to my other account here because I think this other account does a much better job of showing you how to utilize the platform. So logging in here, you can see here that we have Shuffle, and I've logged into my demo account because this one has a little bit more information that's a little bit better for demoing purposes. But let's say that you're in line at Target and you've just had a wonderful conversation with somebody and you want to send them your CTFO brand card. So you're going to go through and you're going to scroll through all of your content here and you're going to say, oh, yep, this is my CTFO brand card. This is the one that I want to share with you. So you're going to go ahead and tap on it and you're going to hit send card. You don't know this person, you've never talked to them before. This is where the beauty of Shuffle is incredibly powerful to you. You're going to go ahead and you're going to create a new contact. You're going to put in their information. And you're going to say, you know what, can you give me your email address? So they're going to give them your email address. You're going to create this contact. If it was somebody that you had already spoken to before, you could choose from your phone contacts and upload their information directly into your phone, but you don't know this person. You were chatting in Target. You're going to say, hey, give me your email address. You can ask them for their phone number, either one. You're going to hit the check mark here because you're going to add that contact. You're going to add them. Okay, okay. So what you're going to do here now is you are going to be able to send them an email from directly within the app. So I'm going to send via email. Oh, look, I have all of these wonderful instructions that are already pre-populated for me for my card. I've created my own. But you know what? Today I really want to customize my content. So I'm going to do this via email. I'm going to hit send card. It's going to pull up my phone's native email sharing devices. And you can see my link right down here. There it is. I can put in my own subject. I can put in my own email content, whatever I want it to be. Look forward to connecting soon. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit send. Now, I have captured that person's information, put them directly into my contacts list, sent them my card with all of my information that they can refer back to at any time. These cards are dynamic and they're web-based, meaning that if she opens that card now and then you change that information 2 weeks from now and she opens it 3 weeks from now, she's going to see only the most up-to-date information that you have presented and provided. So you can see here now that Shuffle is prompting me to schedule a follow-up reminder. I'm going to tap schedule the follow-up reminder. And you know what? I am going to schedule this so that I am following up with her 15 minutes from the time that she views my card. I've successfully set that follow-up reminder. She's going to view my card. 15 minutes after that, I'm going to get an active notification, push notification on my phone, which I always have in my fingertips, that I need to follow up with the woman that I met at Target who was interested in my CBD oil products. So that's just one way that you can capture information from users, from new potential customers, new potential clients, put them directly into your phone. I can go into my contacts now, and I see right at the very top of that contact list the name and email address of the individual that I just sent my card to. I met at Target, and I'm able to fulfill the life cycle on this, continue to follow up with this individual, and build that relationship. Ideally, getting her to sign up to be a distributor herself or ordering from me down the road.
Emily, may I ask a question?
Yes, of course. Please do.
This is Todd, and I truly appreciate the training. I wanted to know if you can touch on, let's say that lady at Target had a business card. Can you tell them about that feature, please?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful feature. And I am actually out of business cards, my friends, because I throw them all in the trash, well, in the recycle bin. But let me show you this wonderful feature. So let's say that I'm in here and I am reviewing my contact information here that I have for this contact. I have some additional data that I've plugged in on them. But what I can actually do, I'm going to show you the best way to do this. I can actually go in and I can edit the contact at any point in time. And when I was initially having that conversation with the woman at Target, let's say she handed me her business card. Instead of going through and plugging her information into my phone the way that I did, I could have simply used the scan business card option. I can take the picture, and if I had a business card, I would scan the business card, take the picture of it, and it's going to store the business card information directly in my phone. Now, if this were an actual business card and it had actual content on it, it would pull all of that information and fill in these fields for me. But what's more, it saves that picture so you can go back to that picture at any point in time, should you need to refer back to the information. And it is saved all right there within your contact. And look at that. I've got her business card photo right there at the top of my contact list, seeing all of her information.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go back to talking about how you can do a little bit larger scale lead generation utilizing Shuffle and how you can apply that to your business. I'm sure that everybody here could raise their hands and tell me that they're on some form of social media these days, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, anything along those lines. I'm sure that there are many of you out there who are already a part of it. One of the beautiful parts about Shuffle is that you can share your card directly on your social media platform. You can share your card with advertising, anything along those lines. But you can then also utilize this to generate leads for you and your business. So let's say that I've got this wonderful CTFO card here. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to select campaigns, and I'm going to create a new campaign. And I'm going to call this my Facebook post August, I don't know what date the date is today, August 10th. I can put in a little description here. It doesn't need to be anything specific. Nobody's going to see this but you, so you can leave any notes that you want to in the description. Notification setting, you can set your notification setting to be however you want. A notification setting that you're going to get is actually somebody viewing this campaign that we're setting up associated with your card. Here's the beautiful part. This little option here, include lead capture. Toggle that on. Your lead capture title. Title this something compelling. Title this with some direction, a call to action. Leave me your info to learn more about, well, look at that. You actually just saw that, and that was perfect timing. You just saw that notification pop up on my phone there. That was actually somebody viewing a campaign that I posted on Facebook not too long ago. That was kind of fun. That was perfect timing. Okay, so leave me your info to learn more about CTFO opportunity. And look at this. I now have their first name, last name, email address, phone number. All of that is going to be provided by default and included by default, but I can include something else. I can include, what's your ailment? I can include, what's your budget? Anything along those lines. I can include as many questions as I'd like to, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit done. And I'm going to leave my notification settings to individual as well because I want to be notified anytime anyone leaves me their information. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit add. I'm going to copy this link, and you can see here that this is actually a short link, so it doesn't look super spammy to anyone whenever you post it somewhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up on my internet browser so that you can see exactly what this looks like. So you can see the card here, and this is the exact card. And look, someone viewed your campaign, Facebook post August 10th. That was the campaign we just created. I'm going to scroll down here, and I can see all of this lead capture information provided at the bottom of the page. Now I'm going to leave some information here just out of just so you can see how it populates. I'm going to hit submit. Okay, so the person has left me their information. You can see this. I've now got a notification that I have a new contact received from the Facebook post. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to come into Shuffle. I'm going to go to my contacts, and I'm going to search by lead capture. And here are the contacts that I have received through that lead capture. Here's Emily Drost. All of that information that she provided to me is now available right here in my card, in my contact list, and I can follow the same process that I was just following. Now, let's say that I'm being really smart about this. I've got this campaign set up. Somebody is viewing this card. I'm going to have a card already developed that I'm going to send to them as soon as they view my first card and they leave me their information. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to send a card to them super fast. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to select a card. Maybe I want to send them the onboarding card because guess what? They signed up. I'm going to send via text message, email. I can generate the link, etc. Send that right off to them, and they're going to have all of that information available to them, follow up, etc., all the way through the lifestyle of the life of that relationship. So y'all, that is my Shuffle demo for you tonight. I wanted to give you a little bit of insight, not only into what Shuffle was, but how you can actually apply this to your business. Your team leaders at CTFO, they have worked with us tirelessly to develop some content that is custom to not only CTFO distributors, but also to you, a Team Genesis. You can access all of that information by getting with your CTFO upline in order to be able to get your access to those template IDs, and also you're going to want their invite code for getting signed up. If you don't have their invite code, make sure that you get with one of your team leaders, Janet, Klaus, and Todd. They have invite codes. Why do you want that invite code? You need that invite code because normally Shuffle retails at $19.99 per month. But by signing up now, utilizing one of your leaders' invite codes, you're not only going to have access to all of that custom CTFO content, the additional Team Genesis onboarding content, but you are also going to get Shuffle for just $10 per month for the life of your subscription. So you're getting 50% off retail. Make sure you get those invite codes before getting signed up. And let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you. We are always just an email or a phone call away.
Emily, this was wonderful. Thank you so much. You exceeded my expectations, and I hope everyone who stayed on and watched this training with us felt the same. Thank you so much to you and Guy and ER. You have been incredible strategic partners for us, and we know we're sitting in the right venture, and then you help us take our message to market and stay organized as we go and grow together in CTFO. So thank you so much. We appreciate you, and everybody, we're going to close it out here now. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. And join us on Saturday morning where we'll go deep dive for 1 hour into a Facebook training. And then next Wednesday, we'll have Joe from the East Coast do a phenomenal bell-to-bell training on our compensation plan. And you won't want to miss this. So we look forward to coming together next week. See you Saturday for some of you on our training webinar. Good night to all, and God bless.